Yes, and now we are live.
Now we're live. Then we got to redo the song. We got to have that intro song. Sorry, we got to start it.
Huh? Yeah! Are you ready? You thought we'd sleep, no time to weep. We're here again, let Alpha rain. Money, 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 Mithril money. Building stats like gold and honey. The code is tweaked, the volumes run. The Alpha's back, the Friday fun. You thought we'd sleep, no time to weep. We're here again, let Alpha rain. Money, 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 Mithril money. Oh, yeah! Money, 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 Mithril money. Oh, Mithril. Money, 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 Mithril money. Can you dig it? Oh, hit me. You thought we'd sleep, no time to weep. We're here again, let Alpha rain. The code is tweaked, the volumes run. The family's back, the Friday fun. Money, 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 Mithril money. Mithril money in the house. Money, 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 Mithril money. Ha!
And there we go. Welcome everyone for another Alpha Friday. Sorry, I'm still not completely good, but we are, of course, we're going forward with Alpha Friday. We can't miss. Let's see. Are we live everywhere? Chat, let us know if we're actually broadcasting now. We went live for 3 minutes and then realized we never pressed the go live button.
It's okay. This happens. We got the small rehearsal for the first part. It's always good.
Exactly. Tika, thank you so much. The song that you guys just heard is from the absolute legend Tika. For the last week, we've been running a theme song competition. This is one of the submissions. At the end of this video, we're going to announce, we were supposed to announce one winner, but we're going to announce two winners because we could not pick. There were so many great submissions, and there's going to be like 5 honorable mentions that we just need to give a shout out to because you guys did an incredible job on these songs as well. Today we're going to be going over a bit of the milestones over the last week from Mithril sides. Mithril is where trading, automation, and AI meet. We have the Mithril bots that are very exciting. It's essentially a way for you to automate trading, very much focused on volumes so that you can farm the Perp Wars as efficiently as possible. And we have some really, really cool announcements. We've dropped some stuff in the TG. So for the people that are in the TG group, you guys know some of this already because you get a little bit of an early head start on the alpha. But so Toma here is going to go over the product roadmap, what has happened. And then we have some exciting partnership stuff that is going to go live next week together with BorgPad that our lovely Hugo is going to discuss a bit and share so that you guys get some alpha as well. And then we have a bit of the community stuff, and then we're going to wrap it up. Toma, Hugo, let's do a little sound check. Toma, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Hugo, I think you're on mute. We're going to try and unmute. Hugo, can we get a sound check from you as well?
I can hear you, but yes, I have maybe 10 or 15 seconds of difference of delay. So
no worries, no worries.
I can't hear you from StreamYard, but I have your sound on YouTube.
Perfect. Okay, so let's start with the milestones. So Tuesday this week, we officially hit the 14-day mark since we launched the private beta. We also hit over 22 million, I think it was like $22,250,000 worth of volume, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah, it's absurd. I think we've gone from like 500-600 in volume per day to now doing 1.3 million. I saw that Tuesday or Wednesday was up to 1.6 million. per 24 hours, which is absolutely ridiculous. We are happy about the numbers. We're excited about the numbers, but I also want to iterate on that, like what we're super focused on right now is really just iterate on the product together with our absolutely lovely community. So thank you to everyone in the TG that is currently testing out bots, launching with different configurations, sharing what's working. It's incredible to see. We have the daily show. So we try to find some of the best opportunities every day and share them with you all. So today we actually had like a new all-time high. We had one bot that was extrapolated to 1 million in volume. It would produce $274 in profit, which is amazing. We are currently running 3 bots, the 2 bips market maker on BTC, with a 10-second refresh interval, and then we're running an 11 bips and a 10 bips on BTC market maker strategy. Preset configs, the only thing that we have changed is the refresh interval on those 2 to 30 seconds. And we're seeing 1 million in volume at $35 in cost. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know, Thomas, have you seen anything that's actually better than that currently in the competitive landscape? Because I know that there is some competitors around $50 to $100, but I don't think I've seen anyone below 40 ever. So it's quite exciting right now to run these bots.
Yeah, but I saw that some of our users, they were able to, like for a short period of time, to have a positive P&L also when the market is a bit favorable. Like this is, we are still early, right? We started maybe 3 weeks ago. We are able to have somewhat of a reliable execution. And then right now we are in the game to be able to fine tune the thing. So it's most of the time positive. It's not always. We achieve it sometimes when the market is with us. And now it's this iteration to be able to have a longer positive P&L, let's say. No,
Exactly.
it's very exciting.
And I want to highlight that to the people in testing. We're still very much in a private beta for a reason. Please do take a look at your bot's performance. As you launch a bot, make sure that the execution goes live on the connected perp decks. Because yeah, you should still monitor them a bit. But it's very exciting times. Okay. Milestones to the side. Thomas, what has happened on the product side? What has happened in the last week? What are you excited about? I will share a little bit what I'm super excited about, because I had to do 2 videos today. One normal on the trading one, and then one little extra that too many people have seen. Because if you're in the TG, if you're early on Mithril, you have a chance to do something right now that few people have. But I will pass it over to you, Thomas. What has happened during the week, if you break it down, and then what are you excited about, and then what can people expect for the coming epoch or the coming week?
Let's go. Do you want to maybe share the slide with the roadmap, or I can do it? Do you want me to do it?
No worries, Thomas. I already.
Oh.
Yeah, I will.
This was honestly a very good week. Very, very good week. On Monday, we released a lot of new stuff, like the badges officially live for everyone, where you can see your progression. It's just some gamification, but it will be very useful later when we have the point system for the bots. We are tracking everything, guys. Okay, so all the volume you generate, the metrics you do, this is all tracked with your own wallet and everything. So we will use all of these plus the badges to manage the points for the bots. But yes, so this, we announced it a week ago, and so we released the badges. We are officially live with the extended integration. That means you can, as of today, create a market maker and a scalping bot with extended, because we also released the scalping strategy, which is still, it's always a whip, a work in progress. Sometimes we have the thing is with this bot is like, we have many edge cases that are hard to find, that we need to solve it, and it's just when we test all together that we can find it. So that's why when you have some stuff like send me a DM or post in TG, and we will put it on the list. We also released a market maker V2 strategy, which this one, we learned a lot from the first one, and we wanted to have like kind of an improvement to it. So it has two modes. The volume mode, which it's like focusing on producing as much volume as possible, which is basically the same as the V1 version. But now we added a P&L mode. That is an issue with the V1 for the market maker bot was like when the market goes a bit crazy and is trending or has a lot of volatility, then the losses could be a bit tough, right? So now when you are in P&L mode, you are able to, the spreads will be dynamic based on the volatility of the market. So if it's too volatile, you will increase your spread. So you will kind of put like a protection on your bot, basically, to lose less. And when the volatility is more flat, we reduce the spread automatically to keep producing volume.
And this is a bit interesting because for the people that follow the daily show that we put out, this is exactly what we ran into when, if you saw the episode where I was like, our bots are getting attacked, it was exactly what Thomas is explaining. So the bots that we were currently running, or my bots that I was currently running, essentially became the cheapest liquidity on the market. Due to the volatility, my range became the liquidity that everybody scalped, essentially. So what happens is that in a volatile market, you really want to extend or enlarge the spread. Otherwise, you're just going to get cannibalized. And now with the V2, this is going to happen dynamically. So it was a bit fun that I was experiencing it in the daily episodes. And then as I released the episode, Thomas was like, Alex, this is literally what I just fixed. So yeah, we
Good timing. Yeah.
Very quickly on a daily.
Just so Sender, yeah, I've been testing the scalping bot a bit too much, probably. So yeah, this was everything that we've pushed basically early of the week. And then it was, I remember it was Tuesday, like 11 p.m. And I was like, maybe I can try just to see if what we've built as of today, how much complicated or hard is it to go to build the delta neutral strategy. And like, it seems like we had most of the pieces ready. And today we can go live with the delta neutral bot, basically. So I don't know, maybe we can do a demo or something. Like demo is a bit risky, but you want to do that? Yeah, let's do it.
And like, yeah, this is kudos to you, Thomas. This is absolutely amazing. I think this is something that a lot of people are very, very excited about because this is one of those things that is really hard to set up yourself. And sorry, I'm just going to take 1 minute to go back to like why Mithril exists. And Mithril exists because we want to take away the execution stage. Like we want you to be able to go from idea to just reality without having to know, how do I set up a delta neutral? How do I keep it weighted? How do I monitor the funding rates? There's a little bit of like an understanding that needs to go into understanding a delta neutral as well. Or whether it's scalping or momentum, or a lot of this stuff is very foreign for a lot of people. Yet people have like, oh, I'm bullish on this token because this just happened, right? And we want people to be able to take their convictions, their ideas, and that the value is the idea, not in how you do the execution. And today, most of the value is how you set up the execution. And that could be automatized using intelligence. And that's where we want to take this. And that's why I think we're all quite excited about the delta neutral, because as you can see, you now have a super...
Do you want to zoom in a bit, Alex? It's a bit small.
Sorry.
Yeah, nice, perfect.
So as you can see, you now have super simple window. So if you go to the Mithril bot builder, go to the delta neutral, you're going to open up the scanner, and you will see all of the current opportunities. You will see the annualized APY. Take that with a grain of salt, right? Because most likely you're not going to be able to hold the position open for a year. But maybe look at the daily APY and then take one that you find attractive. I definitely 2.3% per day is ridiculously good. And here you can see the net spread, the daily APY, the annualized, and then of course you get to set your position. Now I've opened up quite a lot of positions, so I don't think I actually have any liquidity left. So it was bad that we that we did this demo from.
I will do it on my screen because I have some that I can share, just so we can still do the demo. I just need to find the correct window. It's this one. Yeah. Can you see it?
I'm adding it. Now we should be able to see it.
Yeah.
So you see the delta neutral page, right?
Exactly.
Okay, nice. So it's not live as the time of recording of this video, but it should be live in quite soon. So yeah, this is super volatile because the reason why there is a funding fee that you can get is because the token is super volatile. That's why it's easy for us to think with the annual APY, but you really, as Alex said, this is the daily that you should consider to kind of imagine the profit you can make. So let's say I want to trade on Zora. I open this window, it shows the current funding fees, and what you want to see is like the difference between these two funding fees, because it's where the arbitrage lies, basically. So I put my API credential and I see, okay, I've got these balances on both exchanges. I will open a $100 position automatically on both. One will go short, one will go long. Right now, I won't use a leverage, but it's also possible if you want to be a bit crazy to go like 1,000 position size, and this will use leverage on both exchanges. Let's just do a simple one for now. We have a feature that says when you detect that the funding rate or the arbitrage goes negative, when you stop earning money from this rate arbitrage, please kill the bot, kill the trade. So we have this. Let's leave it on. So first you start with a simulation, because when you, that was fast. So it's volatile token. That's why you can arbitrage these funding rates. So it means like some tokens, you have a big spread. Okay, so this, we measure it. And when you have a spread, it's like kind of the cost you need to pay to enter the trade. So that's why we have these metrics that say the break-even time right now for this specific trade is 6 hours, and you will do $1 per day. This is with a $100 position. It's $100 per DEX. Okay, so it's 200 in total.
And what I just want to add for people that are completely new to this, delta neutral means that you essentially have no exposure to the market direction. So it doesn't really matter if the price of the token goes up or down, you're making this yield regardless. And how that works is you essentially, now I'm just going to make up numbers, but imagine that you go long on Bitcoin on Paradex and short on Bitcoin on Extended. You get paid when you go long and short. And that's what's called funding. So imagine now, and I'm just going to make up that you get paid $1 a day by going long on Paradex on BTC, and you pay $0.50 by going short on BTC on Extended. You're net $0.50 per day. This gets very interesting when you apply leverage or you do bigger orders, because all of a sudden now that $0.50 a day can become $50, $500 a day in funding. And it doesn't really matter how the market moves because you're both long and short. And that is a delta neutral strategy in a nutshell, just for the people that are unfamiliar to it. But it takes quite a bit to understand the position size, keeping the weight. You need to account for movements on the funding rate, etc.
Yeah, and I also would like to add that I've been using delta neutral strategy manually since 5 or 6 months personally, and I was doing it manually. So sometimes I missed my entry on the second DEX, because there is delay if you do it manually between opening a long position on one DEX and then the short position on the other DEX. And the tool that we built is very, very useful for that, because as it's a bot, your both positions are opened in the same time. And so I saved a lot of money through this. And also the auto close trade button is very, very good, because I was constantly looking at the chart, the funding rates between different perp decks, and right now I can do it without looking at the chart. So very useful.
And just taking a second to answer this, because it's a great question. Thank you, Sanders. For everybody that doesn't know, Sanders is like an OG and a legend in our community. So isn't there a natural tendency for funding rates on different dexes to approach over time? So what funding rates is, so it's continuously dynamic. So there's very little trends that you can sort of extrapolate on funding rates. So funding rates is the price you get paid, or the price that you pay for dragging the spot price, so the current market price, in one direction. So if there's always the majority is going to pay the minority. So if there's a majority of long positions on, for example, Bitcoin, then the majority long positions are going to pay funding rate to the short positions, because they're manipulating the price upwards, right? They're driving the spot market price upwards towards the long positions. And if you reverse that, if the short positions are bigger than the long positions, then the short position holders pay funding rates to the long position holders, because they are then dragging the spot market price down towards their short positions. So it's the yield curve, or the funding curve, is always dynamic. And that's why if you look at this scanner on the delta neutral on the Mithril page, it will literally update nearly every 5-10 minutes, because it continuously changes. So this is what I would maybe recommend. No financial advice, is to like, I make this is going to be a very happy part of my daily routine, where I take a cup of coffee, look at the opportunities, and I execute on 2 to 5 of them to see what I can capture. And in the last 24 hours, I've actually been able to capture like $8 with less than $200 or something like that. So it's a very interesting opportunity if you can stay persistent, because of course this position doesn't always stay open, because as Thomas showed, if the funding rate reverses, they can auto close and stuff like that. So we have some guardrails in place to help you protect your downside. But to try and answer your question, Sanders, let me know if I understood the question right. It's very hard to predict funding rates and funding curves. They're continuously dynamic, based on essentially the amount of open interest on either the long or the short side. That dictates the funding rates. Sorry, that was a long little side quest. Back to you, Thomas.
No, I think Sander is right in the sense that the more liquidity you have, the least funding you can get also. So if you go on hyperliquid, maybe there are way less arbitrage opportunities. And right now, it's probably a time where we can make the most of all these opportunities, because they are quite a lot of perp decks, but they have still big liquidity, right? But not as much as Binance or.
Sorry, Sanders, I misunderstood the question a bit. Yeah, so now I think I get it. So yes, there is a bit of a difference between the dexes, because funding rates is all about capital efficiency. So a DEX that has less capital efficiency than another DEX will have bigger arbitrage opportunities. And because Mithril works now with both Paradex and Extended, you take advantage of sort of the capital inefficiencies between these different DEXs. Amazing question, Sanders. Sorry for misunderstanding it slightly. Thomas, back to you. Please show people how this is going, because now we've set up, you've shown how we see the opportunities. You have now taken action on opportunity. What happens after that?
Yeah, so basically you saw like I found an opportunity, I opened it there, and directly you can see like your position is live right away. So I took quite a small position, $100 on each pair. I start with a bit of a negative P&L because this is mostly due to the spreads that I pay a bit more on one of the two exchanges. And then I will start with time to build, to receive funding. That's kind of the summary of your entire position, the size, how many token I bought. So you see it's the same on both exchanges. So it's delta neutral. The funding rates, the price of the entry, which is the same, is not always the same due to the spread. And right now we have an automatic 5% stop loss as a guardrail. Maybe I will put this away or make it optional. Yeah, you saw I've got a tiny bit of an entry spread. So that's why I got this, exactly this P&L, a bit negative. And yeah, once this will, if I want to close it, I can just press here and the position will be closed on the exchanges, or it may close automatically if the funding rate flips. And then also you have access to your entire history. So I did some testing. So the thing with this strategy is like you need to keep it open so it's interesting, right? So here it's only very small testing, but you see this one in 10 hours, I was about able to make $23. Yeah, no, this one is more interesting. That's the proper one to look at. In 7 hours, I made $7 from funding.
Position.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to add this information in the history. Yeah, it's missing. We will do that.
The congressional, like this is why we're building like we're building. This is the value of building in public. We realize stuff and we go, shit, okay, we should add that. But dude, congratulations, man. The fact that you were able to get this done in this week with all of the other stuff you've gotten done, hat is off to you, man.
Thank you.
Hat is off to you.
Well, I will just share very quickly the proof that it happened.
Oh yeah.
Because like, okay, it's one thing to see this on your kind of your page, but like if I go to my extended account, bam, you can see short $100, 1.8K Zora. And on Paradex, bam, it's the same, right? And they got created at the same time. There is no time. Oh, trade history. 321. Trade. So it got filled in 2 times. Yeah, 321. 1 second apart, they were created. So yeah, it works.
Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we've gone over a little bit what has happened up until today. What can people expect next week, Thomas? And then Hugo, we're going to pass it over to you after that to discuss some exciting stuff with the Sol ecosystem and Borgpad. But Thomas, short recap, what has happened this week, just like bullet pointed, and then what is for people to expect for next week?
So this week we had the badges in your new profile page. We integrated extended. We created and put live the scalping strategy. We had the market maker V2 strategy. And we are going live today in beta version for the delta neutral strategy. So it's a lot of things that happened. To be honest, I'm surprised we were able to ship it. And the next 2 weeks. So last week we said like we wanted to release a gamified tournament and a new interface, but we will change a bit because we want to focus on what is really the vision of Mithril, with the possibility to write your ID and get it automatically implemented by the platform. So that's why right now the top prior is first to be able to anyone to create your own strategy, and the bot that will trade your own strategy automatically. And then we want to take it AI assisted. So you can just type it to kind of a GPT interface and it will help you refine your strategy and then implement it and trade it automatically. So let's say we have 2 weeks for this to go live.
Absolutely amazing. It's like the next 2 weeks, I'm extremely excited, and I'm sorry that we're not gonna do the interface updates with the cool bot cards and a bit of that gamified, but we love that sort of stuff. But what we want to really do is we want to focus on the core functionality and rolling that out to you guys, and then we can package it and make it nicer and bells and whistles and stuff like that. We have one quick question from Sanders, Thomas. If you could.
Does the delta neutral position lock the margin in a way that harms my bots? So it's a good question. Yes, you should be careful because on extended, there is kind of a limitation in the API that says like you cannot identify what position was created by what bot. So if you have 2 different bots on the same currency, like 2 bots on BTC on extended, they may kind of interact with each other. But for the delta neutral, is not really a problem unless you trigger the automatic close position. So when this got triggered, you may also close your bot position. But anyway, it's not a big deal because it's only if it's the same token, the same currency. And with the delta neutral, you will be trading like super high volatility pairs, like this crazy token we saw. And the market maker bot, like we recommend to use it more for like big pair, like BTC, Solana, Hype with a lot of volume. But yeah, for now, I would refrain to do too many bots with us on the same token, on extended only.
And we can maybe elaborate. And this is only because extended on Paradox, we actually have a unique identifier for each bot transaction. So each transaction, our system knows which bot did which transaction. Extended, for some reason, we need to tell these guys to add it. They don't have an identifier in the same way on each transaction. So that's why there's a bit of an overlap.
Yes, the delta neutral will use your margin. So if you want to have 10 bots and the delta neutral, you need to increase your margin or to make sure you have enough. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Hugo, we're going to see, are you prepared to share a little bit? Because we have some friends in the Swissborg ecosystem. We have BorgPad, Solana. Exactly, wait, I need to get my cap as well. You can't see it, but just out of all of the laundry. And my Swissborg cap is currently hidden in the cupboard behind that. So it's a bit tricky to get to. But we have something cooking with BorgPad and the Solana ecosystem.
Yep.
We're going to see if Hugo, are you with us?
Yeah. I'm here. No, I was looking at I was looking for a BorgPad cap because I have some at home. So yeah, very exciting to present you the Mithril Vault with BorgPad. So we are collaborating with the Launchpad, and this is for the first time they are going to launch another thing than a token. So super happy to be the first on this. And so the vault will be based on bulk. Bulk trade is a Perp Dex on Solana. I wrote an article that you can find on the Mithril articles X account, and I'm super bullish on bulk because it's a new way a new way for validators on Solana to make profit, and a new way for the Solana ecosystem to benefit from validators. You have everything in the article, and they are currently in the testnet, and they should open the mainnet in Q4. So super happy to prepare this vault and to let you invest in this vault. It's a very early opportunity, and I think it will be very, very great. For your information, the vault will be opened Tuesday, December 2 at 6 p.m. CET, so Paris time. and we have a target of $50K. The vault will be open for 24 hours in total. You can also earn from your affiliates 5% of the total reward generated by your affiliates. Is not the rewards from your affiliates, but it's additional rewards that you're going to get if you refer friends and family.
Beautiful stuff.
So I think it's one of the earliest way to get exposure to bulk, which is like the super hot new perp decks on Solana, basically. And it's not just a perp deck, like they are going super wide with the product. They launched a validator, they launched a liquid staking token with Sanctum, like, and then they're working on the perp deck. Like, they really take a huge approach to build a lot. They are here for the very long term. You can see it on how they execute. And this remind me that I need to ping again the founder so we have this call that we discussed already. We'll have it next week.
Of course. And as I said, validators on Solana are in a bit difficulty right now because of data costs, etc. Data center costs to run the validator, and server costs are more and more expensive, and rewards for staking provider are less than before. And Bulk is offering a new approach to generate and to run validators on Solana. I really recommend you to check the article, and when I was writing it, I was really, really bullish on it.
Super nice. Thank you so much, Hugo. Okay, we're about to wrap it up for today. We're just going to give a little bit of a shout out to some amazing community members. So for the theme song winners, we have the first winner is going to be Tika. Congratulations. He was the guy that did the intro song that you just heard as we were starting the show. Absolutely amazing. And then we also have a second winner, Top Tony. Congratulations. Absolutely amazing song as well. We're going to play it as we do the outro just in a bit. And then we have some honorable mentions. We're going to have a post about the winners and honorable mentions going out shortly. Thank you guys so much for participating. We also have the tester rewards that are going to go out. I don't know, Thomas, Hugo, have they gone out?
Yeah, today.
Yeah. So roughly $1,000 is going to go out to all of our testers, the people that have helped out, given us feedback. Thank you so much. It's invaluable. And yeah, we got more things cooking, as you can see by the product roadmap. Next week, we have the vault opening together with BoardPad and Bulk on Solana. It's exciting times. Do we got anything else that we want to say before we wrap this up and play the exit song, outro song by Top Tony?
I think just we can say that, yeah, we're trying to move fast. We are iterating a lot. We, like, with your help, we are always able to really go faster. So thanks a lot for your trust, for supporting us, for helping us. Like, building with you guys, it's the best thing. It's just so more fun. And it's like we're building the new DeFi Cabal, right? We want to win together. And we have a bunch of meetings with the Perbex later today and next week. I think they start to be a bit receptive of what we're building, what they are seeing. That's why the metrics are very important. And that's why we will win together if we all together build these metrics up also to show that we have real power, that we can offer real all together. We can really offer important value to these perp dexes. So yeah, thanks for just being on the journey with us.
He's not lying. Literally, in 1 hour, we need to jump in with one of the perp dexes. So it's heating up. It's amazing to see. I hope everyone here has a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for this week. We're cooking in the open. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Hugo. Excited for the vault next week as well. I hope everyone that tuned in had a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And hopefully this exit song helps you start the weekend in a great way. Take care, everyone.
shining bright in the silver storm. Cut through the dark where legends are born. Mithril flows, the heart of mine, forged in fire, chasing light. Mithril strong, unbreakable chain. Feel the pulse, the power remains. Mithril bold, it gleams, it sings. Armor of God, the strength.